Sorry about that. I'll be there in a second. Sorry about that. I clicked the wrong video for some reason. Right, let me just feel like I wasn't ready. I was, but let me stop the song, even if you can't hear it. I need to put the banner on because I need to promote my members. And now to the chat. Set this up here. I want to share this on my Facebook. I always forget to share the live stream on Facebook. People going live, do you share like everywhere? I find that if I don't do that, I don't have many people coming. Now, I also realize that whenever I have a giveaway, I tend to have a lot more people because people like free stuff. But I'm not going to have a giveaway today, although I have some pretty cool stuff that happened to me in the last week. And this is shared. Awesome. All right. I shared my live stream on, I think it was like on a YouTube, Canadian YouTuber group last week. And it was removed because apparently I can only share like certain days in the week. I'm like, come on. I go live on Fridays and Sunday morning, like every once in a while. I'm not going to start promoting like on specific days because I promote when I'm live. But anyway, if they want to be that way, well, I just left the group. So Jerry's here. Hello, hello. CB, from what I understand. And Jennifer's here. Thomas is here as well. Yes, everything is going great. I have a bunch of interesting stuff that happened in the last week. Like nothing major. Well, maybe pretty awesome, actually. Yeah. It's also light out now. Here I would be still working, but I see notification on my phone. Awesome. But you can keep working if you want. Like I don't want to take you away from your work. I know you're busy getting a lot of stuff ready for spring because gardening season is approaching. Hello, Tiffany. Thank you so much for stopping by. Do you know if Scott's going live tonight? I didn't see. I never see like a post from him going live. Rambling with the brooms. Usually he tells me that he keeps telling me that he's doing it like a few days in advance so that people can actually see that he's going live. Okay, so he's going earlier than usual. So he's going live in 15 minutes. So, okay, I'm not going to be able to share his live stream because he's going to be on at the same time as me, which is fine. It's just that I like to give him a shout out. I just came back from digging the new pond. Can't wait to get some trout, hopefully in a few months. It's pretty cool that you're actually allowed to do that. I know one place where I could potentially have something like that, but here in New Brunswick, the rules and regulations are really bad, and there's people reporting you all the time. Like neighbors don't mind their own business, and even if I try to do that on a private property somewhere where people are not even supposed to go, they would find a way to catch me and cause trouble regardless. So I just prefer not doing it. Although one thing I could do is in my garage, I could potentially have like a pool. I would need to learn precisely how to do that though. Heated pool, just so it doesn't freeze completely in the winter, and have rainbow trout. Rainbow trout are very resilient fish. So if I have them in a pool inside, nobody can tell me what I can or can't do. I'm just going to stop the camera for a second, but I'm going to keep on talking. So I need to remember if it was Monday or Tuesday, but I celebrated my 4th year. I keep pressing the wrong button. I celebrated my 4th year anniversary on YouTube. And on the same day, I reached 8,000 subscribers, which is amazing. Now I'm hoping that people are going to start watching a little bit more. You guys here in the chat are awesome supporters. And, it's pretty nice. I'm not talking about you. It's just that I have 8,000 subscribers and I struggle to reach 100 views on my videos. So people click subscribe and then they just forget about me. So I guess I know I have to make better content. I'm guessing that also the fact that I speak French mostly, not on my videos, but in real life, maybe people pick up on my accent and they don't necessarily like it. I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't talk fast enough. Maybe people are just looking for different content. But, I feel like what I have to share is still something that should interest people because I'm able to bring in 2,500 pounds of food in a year. I can teach people how to live on a lower budget. I'm not good with budgeting, so it's not true. But I can teach people how to save money on food. That's something I can do, definitely. But I can't force people to watch. So if you have any idea, any comments, any positive critics, I guess, you can find my email and send me emails. As long as you're being polite, I can take it. if you have any idea what I need to do to get better, you have to apply for permanent wear. I have it. I was not considered wetlands, but I knew there was a spring under there and lots of clay. Yeah, where I would do upon, if I could, there's a natural stream there as well. Nice. The water is actually good as well, spring water, and it's pretty good. So it's something that I would love to do, but it's not my land, so it's already flowing out over my dam. Going to build the dam up about 6 more feet. Yeah, it'd be around 15, 18 feet deep. Nice. That's something that I would love to see. If I need to find time to go and spend some time with you, either visit your property or go fishing. I know it's something that we've been talking about, and I really want to do it. I just hope that things fall in line. The fact that the conference this year is going to be closer to where we sleep, I might be able to squeeze in an hour or two. It's just that I don't see the people often, and it's hard to leave them behind, and I'm always afraid to miss out on some of the cool stuff that could be happening. But fishing is going to be awesome as well. So yeah, 8,000 subscribers, 4 years on YouTube. That's awesome. And in regards of me recently trying to reach out to a few more businesses or sellers, either on Amazon or people that sell stuff that want to have promoted. I've done the hydroponic lead pot system. I received some JV coffee at some point. I also got out of air plastic rolls for vacuum sealing. I got a humidifier, a drone. Those are all things that I need to make smaller videos just because, I really enjoy their stuff. And it can also be a way for me to show them that I'm happy about their product. So it's something that I want to work on in the next few days. Just do like a regular ad, something that you could see on TV, or something I can add here on StreamYard in my list, and every once in a while just be like, okay, I'm taking a 30-second break. Boom, put the ad on just so that I can clean up my nose, or open a beer if I want to, or anything like that. um, just to give them more visibility, and also give myself some more content. I can do it in form of a short, or just a regular video, or both, and see where that goes. But talking about those sponsorship, I just want to come out clear. I've been doing a lot of stuff, a lot of reviews lately, and I want to be honest when it comes to those products. And if you look at my videos, you might think that every single video I make about the stuff I got was, promoting. And you might think that, well, he got the stuff for free, he's just talking about it, blah, blah, blah. It might not be that good. If it doesn't work, or if it doesn't fit my need, I reach out to the company, and I'm being honest. All the stuff I got so far is stuff that I would definitely buy back, if I needed it. The Sacher Chainsaw, I was actually thinking about getting one for my dad for Christmas, because it comes with 2 batteries. It's very affordable. It's something he could put on his ATV, and if he gets stuck somewhere, he usually brings really the regular Chainsaw, but it's something that you could still have in his bike. Might not take as much space, or I don't know, maybe you wouldn't like it, but it's just something that I could actually give someone as a gift. And I really, really enjoyed the Chainsaw. But there was this one company that approached me with a free product, and I'm not going to name it because it wouldn't be fair for the company. I was being honest, and they were kind of nice about it. It was a product that they promised me was going to be helping me a lot with my channel, and it didn't work. It was supposed to be allowing me to have Wi-Fi all over my property, but the problem is it needed to be plugged in a wall to work. So when they told me that it would allow me to have Wi-Fi all over my property, I was, wow, that's awesome. We often go have a little fire and spend some time with the family when it's nice. And there's always the one kid that brings his phone, and I'd rather have them on their phone outside than not wanting to come outside with the family at all and stay inside, doing the electronic stuff. But they don't have any Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi keeps cutting, and it sucks. So when they told me that it would allow me to actually have Wi-Fi all over my property, I jumped on the occasion, and I'm like, yeah, like for sure, I'll take it. So when it came in, it turns out that it needs to be plugged in a wall. So how am I supposed to have Wi-Fi way back of my property if I don't have power back there? I mean, I would need to bring electricity there. And if I can bring electricity way back there with a bunch of extensions and such, might as well just buy like a really huge, long network cable, bury it and protect it somehow and plug it on a laptop or a modem or anything like that outside. it would do the same thing. So I reached out to the company and said, hey, like, it's not working. I can try it inside if it helps, because honestly, the kids in the basement, I'm I'm connected directly on the cable, network cable on that computer that you're watching me from. I have my laptop here that's Wi-Fi, that's doing pretty good, but for some reason my daughter back there, the Wi-Fi sucks. So I figured if I can use that booster to at least give her a nice signal, it I can make a nice video and promote it. And but it didn't work. It was working, but the cheap brand that I already had here was better. So I reached out to the company and told them, it's not working for me. Like, you want me to just ship you the item back? And they're like, no, like, thank you for being honest. Can you just make a video showing how the product works and send it back to us so that at least we can put it on our website? I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, I can do that. Like, I'm being honest. I know that I probably should not do a video for free, but I feel like they're giving me a product. Even if I don't like it, it's either I send it back and I pay for shipping back, or I simply do a video, and video should be pretty easy to do. It takes a minute to install. So it's just like 1 minute of video and I can send it back to them. But I have a few more businesses coming, a few more items coming. Canning and preserving is popular. Another thing on my list to make videos on. As long as it's done properly, you get less hate, but you still get views. Yeah, I made a video on pressure canning, and I'm pretty sure that I followed everything I was told to. The video did not necessarily take off, and it was like the basics of pressure canning, I think. But it could be my keywords, it could be my thumbnail, it could be multiple reasons. It could be just me. Maybe people don't like my face. I don't know. I don't like my face. Who cares, right? I will send you a pic. It's aqua blue water. It's so cool. Awesome. Can't wait. Hello, Marty. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Lee. Nice to have you here as well. Do you guys still have snow down there, Tiffany and Lee? We still have a good foot of snow. We're starting to see some green patches here and there, but we could see those same patches 2 weeks ago. Now we were hit by 3 storms that were really unexpected. Well, I mean, at some point I looked on Weather Network and they weren't supposed to have any storm coming. There was nothing in the forecast, and suddenly 2 days later, boom, 3 storms in a row is coming. Boom, right. Okay, well, we have to deal with it. But now it's been raining nonstop for the last 5 days. We're supposed to have nice sun in the next few days, so it should melt a lot too. You can get my modes too. I've been looking at them on Amazon. They go up to 5 kilometers, and then you have a receiver at the other end, so you can have Wi-Fi at the back once I get my cabin done. Yeah, well, the one I have was the same thing as that. It says that the Wi-Fi can reach out to 5 kilometers away, or maybe 3. Like, it had a huge reach, but I don't have power in the woods behind my property. Like, I don't have power anywhere else other than in my house or around my house. Modes. Basically, that shoots a signal from the tower to a booster or a router, basically like a mini cell phone tower. Yeah, but if you need to have power to make it work, it's kind of pointless. Even here, people are nosy and gossiping is their top favorite thing. Yeah, even if you have land and are in the country, it's hard. People drive snowmobiles and ATVs all over my land. Makes you want to move. Yeah, and the thing is, if you start putting signs that you don't want to have them there at all, they'll still go, but they'll make a mess. Might as well, like, you could at least put a sign. If I were you, that's what I would do. Put a sign saying, please stay in the trail. Make one trail and stay there. At least you could make like a tree line of some sort to hide yourself, and that way it could maybe help a little bit. Let me hide the camera again. Wait until you get a solar generator, then you can plug the thing in at the back. Yeah, I need to reach out to those companies. I started doing it, and every time I do, when I tell them that I get 1,000 views on my videos and I have over 8,000 subscribers, they usually reply with a positive answer. So I reached out to a seed company. I'm not going to name it yet. I'm going to wait until I have the product here. But I've been ordering seeds from them in the past. They're local, and their seeds are very, very, very good. Like, I'm not going to say they're outstanding, the best I've ever had, because I don't really notice. I plant my stuff, and what I have growing is what I worry about. What doesn't sprout, I don't worry about. So maybe it could be 95% germination rate. It could be more, could be less. I have no idea of knowing. But from what I remember planting from that company, shipping is not that expensive. The seeds are a very good price. Shipping was fast. I got the seeds within a few days. They still have somewhat a lot of options. And what they're offering me is simply amazing. Like, I was not expecting that. I expected to have a few seeds for free in exchange for a video on their seeds, but they're basically offering me the chance to make money off of those seeds. So I will have a code for all my viewers where you can save 10% on those seeds. And also, if you use a code, I make a percentage, and it's a very high percentage. I'm not going to go too much into details, but I make a very huge percentage of those sales, which is pretty cool. I also reached out to a company from Montreal. Those mushroom growing kits. One of those kit is on its way right now. That should be pretty amazing as well. I can't wait to try oysters, the mushrooms, because I've been trying to find some in the woods here. I know it grows here, but I was never lucky enough to find any. But I have to admit that maybe I wasn't looking as hard as I should have. I will definitely be looking out a little bit more in the next summer, next spring as well. Hello, Billy. Thank you so much for stopping by. Wickershire Project Off Grid. Marilyn, hello. We are under a rainfall warning. Yeah, same here. We were expecting about 50 millimeters of rain. No snow. Yeah, Nova Scotia and down south, south of New Brunswick, usually don't have snow at this time of year. For you guys, it's kind of normal. For us, not to have more snow than what we have now is definitely not normal. Thank you. I got a new Tate Reserve beside me, and they're messing with me getting minnows on my back pond. So I got a boomer. It sounds like a shotgun going off every 30 minutes. Runs off, propane no more. Yeah, that sucks. You show me the pictures of what's going on just at the edge of your property, and I mean, I guess there are a few ways that you could get more privacy, but still, when you buy land and you expect to have privacy, a little bit like Jennifer was telling earlier, you buy land and expect to have privacy. That's why you buy land in the middle of nowhere. And they decide to make hiking trail right there for people to go and visit, right? That sucks. Birds on a pond for them to watch. I'm also going to make a great big sign going across my side of the pond so they can't get any pictures. And yeah, you told me about that middle finger sign. How to pressure can peas. Nothing more, nothing less. Yeah, I was pressure canning carrots and beans. I've never done, I think I've done peas once. I don't remember. I think it was like 2 years ago. But I think that's one of the first things I learned from my friend that came over to teach me. And then I just started reading about the beans and the carrots, and they're a lot easier. So I usually do the carrots and the beans because those are vegetables I eat. Vegetables that we, especially carrots. Carrots is something that we eat a lot here. I usually can about 50 mason jars of carrots, and we usually have a bunch frozen. Plus, we eat them fresh when I harvest them, and we still have some, but most of them are gone by now. Canned peas, cooked peas, how to can peas. Yeah, we can peas to survive in winter. You can too. Can you can? I can can. I have a sketchy. Yeah, put them up. Yeah, keep out. Yeah, because I mean, it's your property. You should be allowed to have your privacy. I don't get why my neighbor complained that I had pigs. She should have come to me saying, "Hey, your pigs smell. Can you do something about it? If not, can you get rid of them?" And we could have negotiated something. Look, I'll give you half if you just let me finish the season. We could have done something. We could have worked something like this. No trail, just cut through land and are nosy. You can't have anything because it will probably go missing, or they will tell everyone I'm looking into signs that say dangerous sinkholes. Yeah, and even if you put a fence in the winter, the snow will go over the fence, and they'll just go on top regardless. Oh, really? Still ice fishing in this time, and you already have a burn ban? Wow. Here we still have about a foot of snow, and we probably have a few inches of rain because my garage is flooded right now. I'm just happy that it's not coming back inside the house. It's actually going away, which is good. I need to I need to find a way or a solution to dig a little trench. But if I dig a trench, soil with the water all around eventually just covers it up back. So I'm thinking about maybe buying a bag of cement and just making something to throw the water uh, outside, because my garage, on top of my garage, I have my deck. And after, like, I did it back in 2011, and I had to redo it again. I think it was like in 2017 or 2018, if I remember correctly. So I had to drill a few screws and take them out to do the floor the second time. So there are a few holes, and for some reason, that's precisely where the water goes in. It seems like the snow's melting and it's going right down in my garage. So I have puddles of water everywhere. I was smoking meat today. Oh my god, that's a story. It was good. But I had to put my rubber boots because I was literally in an inch and a half or 2 inches of water. Hello, Cindy. Thank you so much for stopping by. I have a trail on one side, but my land on the other side is private land, no trails. They just drive all over. What if I have stuff planted? It would get destroyed. And you know what? My neighbor from down, like the next house, he came with the little kids. I mean, they're kids. I don't mind their driving. So far they were careful. I didn't get anything broken or anything like that. The father seems to know that I planted stuff at some places. All summer long, the kid had a little trail going around on his property and like catching the corner of my property, just going through a few trees, which is fine. I don't mind as long as he doesn't come in my garden or destroys anything, And in the winter, he's driving a snowmobile and he comes up the hill. But I'm just afraid that eventually I will have fruit trees there. I want to plant a bunch of apple trees and a bunch of pear trees and Saskatoon berries and all kinds of things like that. And if I do so, I don't want him to drive with a snowmobile on top. So hopefully you'll see me. Once again, I hit the wrong button. Hopefully you'll see me planting stuff there in the summer, and you'll know not to come here with snowmobile. Hello, Bella's Whisper Farmstead. Thank you so much for stopping by. A new friend that I met on Tuber Chat. If anyone here, by the way, is looking to make new contacts, new friends, Tuber Chat has a live stream. I think it's 4 times a week, and he does it at different time during the day so that you can catch different kind of people. And you go there, he promotes a bunch of channels. If you stay there and you stay active in the chat, it'll get to you at some point. He's an awesome guy, promotes everyone. He's so nice. And I made a bunch of wonderful friends there as well. Some of them I kind of lost contact with their channels for a little while just because I'm busy, but I still think about them. I will probably go and drop a little thumbs up at one of their videos at some point. And Bella's Whisper Farmstead was there, I think. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure that's where I met you. Do I still have that page open? I think you're the one. I don't want to say anything with being wrong. I'm just going to go and take a look. Oh, so you visited the Rhodes. Awesome. That's pretty cool. How's Justin Rhodes? Is he like we see on TV? Not on TV, on YouTube? Yeah, so I watched your deer processing video, which is pretty cool. I want to do my own meat so bad. I just don't have the space. I want to fix up the room that I have back there to put a bunch of stuff. And eventually, this here could become a cold room. Who knows? Like I wouldn't need much work. I already have the door. I could just fix it up, put foam all over the place, and have a system like Thorhaven Farm has. You haven't seen it, but it has a pretty cool system. So this here could become a cold room where I could put hang a few pieces of meat there and have like a table on this side here and do some work. That'd be nice. That's probably what I should do. Another reason I'm trying to sell up in fall and move where the ocean is my neighbor. Couldn't afford to fence all this, and the property line are all squiggly lines and half circle like a child made them. Oh, that sucks. People saying hi to each other. We had that problem in our back deck. Put plastic down slope away from the house and a few inches of clear stone on top, then the water doesn't flood the basement. It doesn't flood my basement. It just goes in my garage. But I know I should put like a plastic tarp or something like that. The problem is I should probably like make a huge roof on my deck. If I had a roof, then the snow wouldn't reach there, but I would need to make something pretty solid from the house to the outside, to out of the deck. It's all the snow accumulating that melts and falls underneath. He's just like what you see on YouTube. Awesome. That's pretty cool. I've always wanted to know. You're lucky. I mean, he's the go-to guy for a lot of us. He's the reason that a lot of us are on YouTube. Although I have to admit, I've been having a little talk about that in the past on one of my live streams. He's at the point where he's full-time homestead, and even if I wanted to do that here, I can't legally do it because there's bylaws for everything, right? I couldn't even keep chickens and pigs here. So he's at a point where I'm probably not going to reach. I'm not going to reach him on YouTube because he was the first to do what he's doing, kind of. Whatever we do, we're kind of like copying him. He has a lot of sponsors. He has a lot of people working for him. He has a wonderful family that are really involved on his YouTube channel. My family's not as involved as his. He's he's so advanced on his homestead that he's like 30 years ahead of me, and he did that in like 2 years, which is insane. It's pretty cool. Like, it's insane what he was able to do, and I mean that in a positive way. Like, it's pretty cool, but I'm just not there. Like, I'm not gonna get there anytime soon. I've been on Tuber Chat. Kevin gets you an easy 25, 50, 100 subs easy. Depends on who is on when your channel tag is brought up. Yeah, I don't remember seeing a huge difference in terms of subs. Like, I don't remember seeing my numbers go up. But I met some cool people there. Bella is one of them. She was there. I say she or he or the channel was there. I think it was yesterday or the day before, and I was there at the same time. And, I saw Farmstead. Those are the ones that I go to because I'm homesteading. If they have a homestead, they can teach me some stuff, and I can teach them some stuff. And it's a lot easier than trying to support someone that's talking about a subject that I don't necessarily care for. Like, I don't mean that in a bad way, but if someone is a gamer, I don't game, it's pointless. I might go give a few thumbs up, watch the playlist, subscribe, watch a video or two. I exchange playlist with Fairbanks Studio. Is that how it's called? But I don't play those games, so it's not something that I will keep watching forever. I don't like. I'll probably go back at some point, watch some more videos, give them a thumbs up. It might still be one of those channels that I put on before I go to bed, let it play, give a thumbs up, leave a comment, that kind of stuff. But when I see someone homesteading, ads. What do you mean ads? When I see someone homesteading, I usually tend to go to their channel faster because we speak the same language. We can actually help each other. You will definitely be showing stuff that I will enjoy and learn from. It's just that deer butchering video, we are Mike and Kristen is who responds and chats. Awesome. Good to know. Mike and Kristen. I'll try to remember, but why Bella? I will have a tendency of calling you Bella. I'll try to remember Mike and Kristen. You might have to remind me a few times. Usually I'm good with names. Depend on who is on when your channel tag is brought up. Yeah. What do you mean ads? Okay, so I will try to remember that. Oh, Bella is your dog. Okay. Bella's Whisper Farmstead. Mike and Kristen. Okay. I have to remember that. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you for sure. What else did I want to talk about? Yeah. So I had a piece of pork belly that I never got to turn into bacon. And I know pork belly is pretty awesome, not only in bacon, but if you're smoking it or cooking it on a barbecue or anything like that, it can actually be pretty good, even as good as bacon. Okay, maybe a step under bacon, because bacon, let's face it, it's awesome. So I had the one piece of pork belly. So what I did, it was frozen. I put it in the oven at 200 Fahrenheit for about 2 hours. Then I took it out, remove all the fat because it was starting to thaw out. I was able to remove the fat. I mean, there's a lot of fat, but you're still going to have fat even if you remove the big thick part of fat, right? So I removed the fat, put it back in the oven at about 250 for maybe an hour. So it was just starting to cook on the sides, like on the outside of the meat. So I took that meat, sliced it up, well, cut it up in small cubes, like maybe 3/4 or an inch cube. Added some salt, some barbecue sauce, started my smoker, and like I said, I had to put my rubber boots on because there was about 1.5 inches of water in my garage. So I put the smoker there. Everything was wet. It was pain in the ass to get it started. But I was finally able to get a nice, decent amount of smoke in there. It reached 300 Fahrenheit for about maybe an hour, maybe 45 minutes. But it was just perfectly cooked. When I brought it back inside, it had the smoky barbecue flavor. Oh my God, it was good. Like, I have to do that again. Like, I think I would do that a little bit more than I would with bacon. I had a notification. Bella Whisper Farmstead started following you on Instagram. Thank you so much. I will not remove that notification so that I can go and return the favor. I'm excited to follow some more homesteaders. Let's do this. Hello, Michael Sharp. Nice to have you here. So how's the season going? You guys are already planning stuff, and I'm here in the snow shoveling still, which is not fun. I have to admit, I wish I could be a little bit more to the south. Should hit the fan. I need a wife extender. A, the extender needs C, power port. B, I need a solar power portable small battery bank, waterproof. I can strap to a bracket on a south facing tree for sun. Yeah. Hello, Dave. Thanks for stopping by. You were probably in the greenhouse planting some more stuff. Oh, sorry. Jeez. Let you play, but I watch TV all day. I'm saturated. See you, everyone. Thank you so much, Marilyn. And good night. I checked to get the cheapest, highest mAh battery capacity. It must have been expensive. You are? Awesome. It's pretty cool. Did you barbecue any crocodile yet? Do you have a wood stove to heat the house? No, it's all electric. I'm wondering if your area banned that too. The village council must be from Toronto or something. No, it was. I had one way back then, but I had young kids, and when you have young kids, especially when you have young babies, when we got the house here, we had a bunch of babies in a row. So basically, from 2010 until 2014, we had toddlers at home, and when you have babies, they need to be warm 24/7. If you make a fire, eventually the fire will run out, and I'm not gonna get up 5 times during the night to put fire in the stove. So we needed to have electric heating, and then at some point the insurance company came over and they wanted me to do a bunch of renovations to be able to fit the stove. And I decided that I was just not going to bother with it because, I'd rather just heat with electric power. It's a little bit, it's a lot more expensive. But even now, like, the wood is getting more and more expensive. And I don't know if I would actually save a lot of money. Plus, it's a lot of work. And if something comes up, I have an uncle living 2 houses down the road, and he's got like 2 huge garage. They have wood stove. So if we need to go spend a night somewhere because we got no power in the winter or anything like that, if shit hit the fan, we have a place to go. He's already told us if it's ever too cold for some reason, just um, give him a call, go knock at his door. If he's not there, enter the garage. He can't be far. If shit hit the fan, he's not going to be too far, right? Like if we have a power outage or anything like that. Wood stoves are nice, but so much work. I have to reload and clean it every 4 hours, and yeah. Well, exactly. If you don't do that, well, if you're struggling and you have to put firewood every 4 hours, it means that your house is not very well insulated, because you should be good for at least a good 8 hours. If we run out of power here, for 24 hours, we would be good. We would survive easily in the cold. Like, it wouldn't get too cold. You know what I mean? But funny, cool thing that happened while I was cooking my meat or smoking my meat. I saw something moving in the old chicken coop. I built a second one way back then, and I'm just not using it anymore, and I want to get rid of it so I can bring my rabbits in. I saw something moving, and when I looked down, there was a little weasel, black-tailed weasel. It was all white with a black tail. Luckily, I suppose, I have a lot of mice, and it had one of those mouse in its mouth. So I'm happy that the weasel is going after the mice. I'm happy that he's leaving my chickens and rabbits alone. But I feel like eventually he will go out after my chickens. So I have to go put my trap again. I caught one a few years back, and I want to go and get another one. Not that I want to go and get another one. I have to go and get that one too. That's what I meant. I had to use electric this year. I keep it low. Like, yeah. Wow, that's insane. That means you really don't have a good insulation. Because we heat only with electricity here. I have a small split pump upstairs, and we have heaters, electric heaters downstairs, and that's about what it cost us in the winter. And keep in mind, we are a family of 7, so there's 7 of us taking showers, 7 of us doing the laundry. Dishwashing machine is on 24/7. Basically, it's always it's always on. It's always washing. Hello, Tracy. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm glad that I have another moderator on. You'd never know. I didn't have trouble for the longest time, but it's always nice to have moderators on. Marilyn left the stream running, but she had to go. She was tired. It's just how the wood stove is. It's new and big, but the neighbors all have the same thing with the wood stoves. I have to reload before fire is too low. Yeah. Well, thank you. I'm making money out of this. My house is from 1912, not insulated. Original wood windows, draft everywhere, and 2-floor, and like 1,400 square foot ish of is not energy efficient in any way. Yeah, and I'm guessing that it would be very expensive to make it more energy efficient. It's not even because I'm tired. It's just because I'm yawning at this time of day, or any time of day, really. If I'm in this room here, I'm yawning. I don't know if it's because the oxygen is not as good, or simply because it's really warm right now. I have 2 computers and a laptop going. And by the way, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. That really helps with the channel. You can share. If you're not already subscribed, you can subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, share, all that stuff. It's pretty awesome when you do that. I don't know. I see 3 thumbs up right now, but I'm guessing there's more than that. For some reason, my computer doesn't really update. Okay, I see 16 now. Okay, 16 is good. I like 16. I like it. Okay, back 100%, 10-second and 20-second ad. Never sure if I'm supposed to click on them. I always let them roll through. Yeah, I need to get YouTube rich so I can get sponsors for home renovation material and tools. Yeah, it's really hard. It's really hard to do. For like I told you the other day, for me, I got my first sponsors when I reached about 1,500 subscribers. And then when I reached 3,000, that's when it really picked up. Because if you have too much subscribers, let's say I had 500,000 subscribers, or the same numbers Justin Rhodes has. Companies with product worth about $50 are not going to contact someone with a big channel like this. You will get sponsorship from huge companies, from incredible stuff, for sure. But I'm at the point where I enjoy having free seeds, free battery chansa, a nice little drone. It's back there somewhere, or it could be in my bedroom. I don't remember. Those are the kind of things I enjoy at this time. I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't enjoy anything big. I mean, if someone wants to sponsor me a car, I'll take it. But I'm at the point where I actually enjoy it. Hello, Maria, right? Northumberland Acres. Maria. Which, by the way, you speak very well in French. 16 likes. Okay, yeah, that's what I see here as well. It's just that for some reason it doesn't update on its own. I have to refresh, and if I refresh, I end up having an ad there, and my chat for some reason is not working well on the computer. And then I could tell you how to do it, but you're not gonna let me answer. Yeah, me too. I actually just started doing my my seeds today. I had a few ones started already. It's not true. I had a few ones started, but today is the first time I actually started with the actual planting, like for my own garden. So if you haven't seen yet, I might have a video coming soon explaining what I do. But I have an Excel document where I wrote down all the seeds I have, the company, how long it takes to sprout, how long you have to plant it inside before last frost, how long before harvest. After that, and I write all my seeds down, and I realized today that I have some that I forgot to put in my document, and I currently have 461 different type of seeds. So what I do is I have a formula that calculates my last frost date, which is May 31st, and I usually had like 3 to 4 days to that number, just because I don't want to have plants being too big inside the house. And if I remember correctly, May 31st is, let me check. It's on a Friday. So I'd rather have an extra 2 days, do all my calculations with June 2nd. So that way, I mean, it's not a big difference, but in my head, it makes a difference. So what I do is I put all the numbers, I look behind a package of seeds, If it says plant 6 to 8 weeks before last frost, I put 6, 8 in those columns, and then I'll put like, okay, it takes 80 days to be harvested, and then I have a second page that takes all the math, all the calculation, all the formulas, and it's telling me, okay, well, by February 1st, you should be planting this, and you have until March 1st to plant them. So I know I have a list of what I should be planting and how fast I need to plant it, because 4 to 6, but it could be 4 weeks. If it's 4, I write 4 and 4. So it's telling me that, this weekend I have to plant this. So, and then I go in the document and I decide, I write down what, I don't know if you're going to be able to see. I write down what I need to plant on what date. So today I planted big red peppers. Well, that's not true. I didn't plant them, but I have them in my bedroom. So, I can do them tomorrow. I had to plant celery. I had to plant Italian pepperoncini pepper. And I planted the Big Jim pepper the Marilyn sent me. I planted a few perennial onions from the company Ta Promise, company from Quebec. Then next week, I have to plant cucamelon, early California wonder pepper, red lipstick peppers, chives, lemon balm, basically all kind of tomatoes I want to plant. Red bell king peppers, mullein, and valerian. Those are perennials that I want to plant. The following weekend, I'll have to start planting my pumpkins. And the following weekends, I started writing down a few things, but I am now with chicory and winter savory. But there's always a few things that I can mix and match with that, but it's giving me at least a plan on what to start with. I also already have a few asparagus started. And the reason that I'm probably going to plant more is because I want to do a little sale at the end of May. And if my last frost date here is May 31st and we have a yard sale on May 30th, it's the perfect time because anyone can buy my plants, and I will be, doing the bringing them outside, back in, back out, back in for them, so people can buy them and put them straight outside in the garden, and they should be fine. I got my first sponsor in small, but I'm super happy with it, and it's a start. True, anything is good. I'm extra grateful and only have 50-something subscribers, but it's good for only 3 weeks on here. Yeah, that's actually pretty awesome. A lot of people struggle with their first 100, and I find that every time you reach a milestone, it gets easier because the bigger you get, the more YouTube promotes you. So it's that first few years that's getting hard, but then you reach a certain amount and it goes downhill from there. You are very welcome. That's awesome. We always planted potatoes 2 weeks before my cousin in Alston. Foxhead Outdoors, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I think you made it last weekend as well, but you arrived when I was leaving. So I should still be on in theory for a little while. As long as I have something to talk about and as long as you guys are active, I'm going to be talking until I'm tired, basically. I think I have you beat for seeds. I think we need a great seed plant-off collaboration. See what the wild animals let us have after they're done. Yeah, I don't have that problem here. The only thing that I've been struggling with is the mice are eating my beets. Maybe I have a few garden snake. Might be after my vegetables as well. If I leave my carrots in the ground for too long, like if I leave them there for next year, chances are I'm going to lose them. But I got a cat now. Now, I'm wondering, should I let the cat go outside or should I try to get the weasel first? Anyone here would know that. would the cat be able to fight off the weasel, or would the weasel be too dirty and get the cat? Not talking to me. Still cool here. So lettuce and peas grow nice. The peppers and tomatoes are small and struggling in full sun. Way too cool. Well, we still have about a foot of snow. So you're way ahead in your timeline than we are here. I planted pimento peppers for the first time. Nice. Did you remember Cole stratify the seeds that need it? I was shocked when needs it, like lemongrass and other herbs and vegetables. One that I have to stratify is this one here. Sea buckthorn, shrub seeds. And it says that it needs to be 90 days cold moist. Place plastic bag with seeds and soil in your refrigerator, preferably in a veggie crisper. Inspect periodically for even moisture. So 1/4 inch deep, ideally in a peat perlite mix. Alternate soil temperatures during the day. So these I need to put in my fridge. For germination usually occurs within 21 to 30 days. And it's actually looking like there's a lot of seeds in there. My guess is around 50. Does it say on the package? It doesn't say, but my guess is about about 50. So this is the name of what I want to grow. But most of the stuff that I planted so far did not require stratification. I have some high bush cranberry seeds. Those require stratification, but those can also be planted in the fall. And the weather we have here will do everything for me because it needs like 120 days of cold weather and then warm weather for a few weeks for it to germinate. So I can just plant the seeds where I know I'm not going to mow the lawn or anything like that, and it should be fine. 3 weeks, it'll be a solid 70, 21 Celsius to 80 Fahrenheit each day with cool nights. Nice. We're still about 3 months away from that kind of weather here. Sell plants on Marketplace in Kijiji. Yeah, Marketplace could be a nice way to make some money. But then again, there's so much. People always complain. They buy stuff. They want to bring it back. They let the plant die and then they want a refund. Or if I do it at a small yard sale, and I just put it there, you buy it, you do what you want. If you lose it, it's your own problem. I think that might be easier for me. Yes, and I like it. I'm gonna never put that together. Pimento peppers, that is amazing. Tough call on the cats versus weasel. Could chance it, but better to rid them. Yeah. Well, I want to let my cat out because I want him to hunt. So I'm afraid that once the weasel is done with the mice, you might go after my chicken. So I'm thinking about putting just like a tiny piece of meat on the trap, and the weasel will definitely be going after. He did last time. I caught one 2 years ago. I wanted to keep the skin, and I gave it. I brought the animal to someone I know. He put it in his freezer, and the freezer broke down. So I lost it. I could just bring him another one. No snow, but windy. Yeah, I saw that. You bastard, lucky bastard. I saw you on your video today, and you were walking around. No snow. And here I thought you had pretty much the same climate I had. Not at all. I got over 1,200 views. One more than half was from the Needy Homesteader. She posted a video on her community page and told people it's a must watch I made for her and didn't think anyone would watch it. Yeah, and because of you, I have those markers here. So those are extreme fade resistant markers, Sharpie markers. So the goal with those markers is to put them on those little plastic thingy there to put in the garden. Last time I did that was just a regular marker. It took about 2 weeks and all the information was erased. So I'm hoping that this one will work. I should actually try it before I put it outside and put all my faith into it. I could just take one and throw it out in the snow somewhere and write a code on it. And, oh, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Throw it out to some advertisement for that Sharpie marker. And in 2 months, try to find it on my property somewhere and see if it's still written on it. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. I had Roman green onions, spinach from my greenhouse today for supper. Yeah. Good for you. I'm a little bit jealous here. I think I should really fortify my greenhouse and keep it there 24/7 and 365 days a year. I took it down for the winter because we have strong wind and a lot of snow. We ended up having a lot of wind, but we had more rain and snow this winter. Nice. That's pretty awesome. I've had a good response from Marketplace. A plant sale at my place would be better as well as at a local market. Thing is, if you go to a store, they need to make money. So they usually try to sell it and they want to make money. But they will often give you better advice. If people start buying stuff from me, I want to have stuff that maybe the local nurseries don't have, because my goal is not to compete against them. I would love to work with them. Actually, last year they gave me some. She had a tray of beets, or no, it was rutabaga. She had a tray of rutabaga that she started indoor, and she just gave it to me. She's like, "There, you take that." Cool. Like, yeah, I go there often because the community garden is about maybe 10 minutes away from here. And once I'm there, I'm only 5 minutes away from the nursery. So Saturday mornings, I often just get in my vehicle, get a coffee on my way there, go sit down, drink my coffee, relax. There's always those exotic birds there. I don't remember the name. What's the name of those birds now? Anyway, they are black with like yellow spot on their neck, and they sound like they're singing in a can. But they're pretty cool birds, and I just love it. I just enjoy going there, and it's fun. I relax. I then go and play in the soil, plant some stuff, remove some weeds for about 30, 45 minutes. And then I go for a drive, go see the local nursery, and I always find something to buy because there's always something in my aisle that's actually not growing. So if I plant a few tomato plants and one of them dies, well, I have to replace it. If I plant beans and they're not growing, well, it's giving me space to put something else. So I can go at the local nursery, and you can imagine that I love going to those places. How many weeks to the conference May 4th? So it's about 5 weeks now. That's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. And I didn't realize, but in April, I will have 3 paychecks. I'm getting paid bi-weekly, but I have a paycheck coming in this Tuesday. I'll have one 2 weeks later and another one 2 weeks after that. So we'll have 3 in April. So it will give me a little bit more money to go to the conference. So it's pretty nice. I'm really excited about that, and I will have some more money coming later on too. Sharpie Extreme Conditions. Yes, I want to make a video on them. Heather Sweetheart Warrior. Yeah. If you're talking about the needy homesteaders, I agree. Yeah, but sometimes it's not necessarily about getting the free stuff. It's about helping others. And, you made a video on that, and you made a pretty good impact to some other channels because a lot of people did not know about those markers. But if you do it and I do it, and we can let more people know, plus I have an Amazon link that I can give to people, and if they buy those markers, I make a small cut. I mean, they're $5, $6 for 2. I'm not going to make a huge profit, but if I make 25 cents, it's 25 cents. If I sell 100 of them, well, I make $25. Yes, Dave keeps bragging about the stuff he grows in his greenhouse, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. No, it's not true. I'm happy for you, Dave. I'm just kidding, right? I just can't wait to grow some stuff. But I have some lettuce, kale, and spinach growing in my bedroom in my hydroponic let pot system. And whenever I go in my bedroom, before I go to bed, I just take one leaf and just eat it right off the plant. It's pretty cool. It's fun. Our little apple tree has small leaves budding out. All the blackberries full leaves, no flowers, and mint is up throwing out escape robes, screaming freedom in Scottish William Wallace. Oh, okay. So I can't replicate that accent. Crucy does gardening and stuff. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you had a great week, and hope you'll have an even better weekend. True. But I'm probably going to do it anyway. Just if it works, it works. Can the kids have a plant stand at the road and sell them maybe for 2 hours during high traffic times, and they can learn a business? They could. They definitely could. I remember my son, he's turning 16 in 2 weeks. I didn't realize until now. He's turning 16 in 2 weeks, and he wants to go for his driver's license, of course. A couple of years back, he was wondering what he could make money with. And one of the things I told him was, go out there, plant some radishes, and you can sell the radishes. Those are very easy to grow. You can sell the leaves, you can sell the radish, you can, make a few dollars here and there. But in the end, he ended up working for my father-in-law. He was doing a lot of renovations, and he ended up learning a bunch of stuff, which is pretty cool. So now he's the one that's going to have to do the renovations in this house because I can't renovate for shit. I can't compete with Cindy. Really? For me, it's both. How can I help people and get stuff I can't afford? Yeah. But I mean, I'm pretty sure you could afford the markers. But I agree. I should probably contact more people, but I don't necessarily want to get just a bunch of free stuff all the time. I don't mind when I can afford it buying a few things. I have batteries for my GoPro here. They've been here. I didn't try them yet, but that's part of what I want to do tomorrow. I plan on using them tomorrow, so hopefully I will be able to try them out, even if it's just going outside, taking a walk, or anything like that. I've been using the Milwaukee Inxol markers. They last about 2 years on tags out in the sun. Awesome. But I'm hoping these do the same thing. It says fade resistant. So hopefully the water can't remove them. It's a permanent marker. And it says extreme on it. So hopefully it's really extreme resistant. Yeah, it's usually going in overdrive. When it starts to pick up, it just goes crazy. I was on Hickory Croft Farm last summer and the year before. Well, last spring and the year before. And the amount of mint they had the first year compared to the second year was incredible. Like, I mean, it spreads like crazy. So if it's not something you want to have on your property, just be careful. But I'd rather have mint than have grass. Mint smells good, and even if I have to mow it, it keeps the mice away and it smells good. Well, if that company had a good marker and better customer service than Sharpie, I'll support them instead. Well, you have the name of the company. You can email them and see what they have to say. I have leaves on Haskap bushes again. Rhubarb is poking up through the soil. I fertilized berry bushes and garlic bed, different fertilizers. I still have a good foot of snow before I can start doing that, but I need to go outside with one of those plastic containers and just start gathering the rabbit poop that I have. The temperature is still a bit cool. Nothing from the garden has started coming up yet. Yeah, I see a few patches of grass here and there. And of course, I see all the dog poop. I love Haskaps. Learn can't grow them here too hot. And when they ripen, shake the brush slightly, they fall off the bush. I didn't know that, but I usually harvest them when they're all blue. My bushes haven't been producing too much, but I heard that it takes about 4 years for them to really establish and start producing a lot. And last summer, I transplanted them further in the back of my property, just because I had them next to my house and I needed the space for a small greenhouse, and the girls wanted to have a bunch of flowers. So I took one of this old plastic white barrel and simply sliced it in like 4 pieces. So it gave them like 4, maybe 10 inches high by, a barrel that big. And it didn't cost me too much compost and soil to put in. And I was able to plant a few flowers. Only problem is they were only annuals. But I found a new place last year, a new nursery that's actually pretty big. I went to Quebec at Floralie Jouvence, which is like this huge. Imagine a Costco for plants only. They have like a huge greenhouse, like as big as a school gym, even bigger than a school gym. Maybe like, I don't know, it's hard to say. Imagine the size of Canadian Tire that we have here in town, but only for fruit trees and fruit bushes. Then another section about the same size, only for perennial plants. Another one only for annual vegetables and stuff like that. Another one only for seeds. It was crazy. I spent an hour in there and I didn't even get the chance to see everything. And I was just walking because we had to go back to Darren's place. But I found a place here about 30 minutes from my place. So basically maybe 5 to 10 minutes from where I work. And they have, I think I counted, is it 10 or 12 high tunnels? So it's pretty cool. I mean, it's nice to have a place like that you can support. And they were not really that expensive. I I was able to teach them actually because I asked them if they had white currant plants or pink champagne currants. They did not have it, and he didn't even know what it was. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna look into that for next year." That's $6. I mean, one less heater, two for yeah, yeah. I get it. I agree with you. Also, have seen a woman place raw sheep wool very thick around the ass cap stems to keep them warm in Canada. They're supposed to be very cold resistant. Little Homestead by the Beach has them. She's growing zone 3. I'm growing zone 4. And sorry, I don't think she does anything special, and they're surviving. Sorry. There's people who grow banana trees in greenhouses in Canada, other citrus. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I've seen some pretty cool stuff like that too. Uh, yeah, I call those people chaos gardeners. If you ever get a neighbor you really absolutely detest, grab some mint seeds and sprinkle them all over his yard. In spring, they will just be everywhere and nearly impossible to get rid of. Actually, I just planted them, and the wind might be throwing away some seeds on our side. Beautiful my lady was okay, not for me. This was Floralie Jouvence. It's called. They have 2 stores in Quebec City, um, and it's like this very huge garden center. It's pretty cool. I have a video from last year when I went to the conference, and I'm showing like small um, pieces of it. It's easy to get lost in there, but it was so cool. Like I dropped there enough, and I left on my own place. He left on his own side, and I just met him like 45 minutes later, coming with this big huge cart full of soil and plants and stuff. And he started laughing, and I had my cart with a bunch of plants too. But then again, I was looking for a few plants for a few friends as well, not just for me. But doesn't have Canadian Tire here, but we do have some huge nurseries and greenhouses all over the city. Nice. I'm in a small place, and we have like a Canadian Tire and a Walmart. That's pretty much all we have. We have a Kent store, and we have like a Giant Tiger and things like that. But the biggest store we have is probably the Superstore. It's not really big compared to what we have in Quebec. I mean, I arrived in Quebec. I was sleeping the first night at my cousin's place. So I texted her saying, "Hey, I'm at McDonald's, at Walmart, McDonald's. I needed to buy a sleeping bag. I'm going to go see you at work in a few minutes." She's like, "Oh, okay, so you're right next to me." I'm like, "I don't know. I have no idea where I am when I'm in Quebec. I just follow my GPS." Turns out that she was working in a mall right next to a Walmart, 10 minutes away. That's not common for me here. That's not something that we see often. We have one Walmart in like an hour radius. And like the closest one is in Bathurst. There were 2 Walmarts within, I'm going to say 10 minutes, but that was just because of traffic. So I could have walked there from one Walmart to another, and it would have been like less than 15 minutes walk. And they're full. They're full of people. I'm not used to that. Wanting a birch tree, but I'm not paying $300, $400. Whoa, wow. Too bad I can't just bring you one or send you one, because we have them. Like, I'm gonna be cutting some this spring to make some firewood for when we have our little fires here. Plus, I want to open up the space back there a little bit and plant some more apple trees and stuff like that. I'm trying to grow a pineapple in a greenhouse from a rooted pot. I get bored growing normal stuff. Yes. I know that I tried some. Was it not last year? The previous year. If someone planted mint in my land, I would be so happy. Love mint and smells so good. Well, I have a bunch of different type of mint, and also if you go to Canadian Tire, just before they close shop for from their nursery, you can have 99 cents to $2 for one plant of mint, and they have like 15 different kinds. They have pineapple mint, they have strawberry mint, banana mint, cucumber mint, wild mint. Um, you know, so much different kind that I can't even name them all, and I don't even remember which ones I had. All I know is that when you come in my driveway, I have a small hill before you get on my front lawn, and that small hill is full of mint, full of different type of mints. Yes, my land is loaded with birch. I could airgraft tons almost free. Yeah, same here. I could actually go out there, get a full tree, and it would work out great. We are attempting peanuts down at neighbor's plot. First time for all of us. Yeah, Dave was successful. I got some 2 years ago. Cover your nuts with some hay and straw, or straw. Where I'm from in Ontario, so many stores all over. Several WalMarts in the city. A few superstores, tons of basics, fresh. Cohen Walmart, Dollarama, almost on every corner, it seems. Yeah, and when you're not used to that, I mean, you live close to me, Jennifer. We don't have much here. You're probably driving to Bathurst whenever you're going out, or Hamilton. It might be pretty much the same distance from both sides for you. It has to be overnight low of 50 to grow peanuts. I got 80 pounds wet 2 years ago. Nice. It was a pretty decent haul. Like I'm amazed by that. I actually have some seeds here. I want to try, but then again, I don't think they would survive in my greenhouse. I'm thinking about planting some inside and see what happens. I got two pear tree for $10 each. A Canadian Tire because they looked dead and roots were pulled off and were going to throw out. I wanted to try to save it. I scrapped the bottom and put globes of honey, and they're blooming. Right? That's the thing. A lot of people will be like, it's not really worth it. If you pay $25 and they die, you just lost $25. I paid all my blueberry bushes on sale for like $6.99 or $7.99, and they already had more blueberries on them than what I could get at the store for the same price. So even if I lost them, even if I lost my blueberries, just with the fruits I had that year, I was still running even. And the bushes are still healthy. They're still growing. The only thing is I don't have much blueberries on them because my soil is not acidic enough. But I have a few tricks. I have a few ideas in mind that I want to try. So hopefully that works out in this summer. Looking at peanuts, seems sandy, nasty, clay, loose soil. They have like minimal feeding or something, like semi-fertile land to grow in. That must be a question for Dave. No tractor here, but I've been wanting to try peanuts. They were $80 each. See, and you get them on sale. Even, I think not last year, the year before, I went to my local nursery here. They were selling away mint plants, and I'm going to say it was middle of September, and usually it's around the same time as our first frost date. And the reason I remember is because I was leaving for moose hunting, and I found a few wild mint, and I planted them here as well. They were selling them for like $2 for $1, and I purchased 10 plants, and they gave me like an extra 5 plants for free. So it ended up costing me like $5 for like 15 plants, and they all survived. Maybe I lost one, but I mean, I have mint now, and it smells so good. I love going out there, just taking a walk, putting my hands through the mint. It smells so good. I love the smell. Yeah, whenever it's a perennial, I buy it. Back in the days when I first started, I didn't even know what chive was. They were on sale as a perennial of the week, and they were already well established plants, and I think it was like $1.99 back in the days. So I purchased a few, and they started spreading out. I had to remove that little part of the garden because it was in the front lawn, and the dog kept eating them and pooping on them. But I transplanted some behind my house. I'm gonna leave them there, maybe for another year before I actually eat it, because I want to make sure that the dog poop didn't stay. I didn't see any on the plants, but it's just me, I guess. But it's still growing, and it produces a nice purple flower, so it's pretty cool. I had to bargain with the manager to let me buy them instead of them throwing them out. Pet store policy. One had a baby growing in the dirt, so I got 3 pear trees for $20 plus tax. Per store policies. Yeah, and I don't understand why. Like, you want to buy it, let me try. Instead of throwing it out, I'll give you $5, and you got nothing to lose. Write down on the receipt. No returns. I'll sign. You don't need to worry. Like, we do that stuff for a living, pretty much. We grow food. I mean, everyone in the chat here pretty much grows food for a living. Well, I think everyone does. Or even if we don't necessarily do it at the moment, our goal is to do it at some point. Peanut seed is good for 3 years. So I have some here. I'm going to try them. And if it doesn't work, I'll give them to you, Dave. Isn't the peanut seed just dry peanut from a previous batch? I think so, from what I can see in my little pack here. I have sand and black bottom land on the south side of a hill. Our Genovese basil has not come back yet. Sure, 200, 300 seeds drop. One had to have survived. I think they're actually annuals here. I don't think. I know they're annual here. But whenever I find perennial, even like, you get basil at the store, it's now $2.99 for like a few leaves of basil. I mean, a pack about this big. If you can find a plant on sale at the end of the season, take it for 99 cents. Take it. It's cheaper than what you get at the store, and you know that those nurseries will take care of that plant better than what you get at the store. Give it time. If nothing pops next time, save your seeds for next time. And if you need some, I can mail you a bunch. Yeah, I have a bunch of basil seeds here as well. One of the things I want to try is anise. I just don't remember if it's a perennial or not. I think it's a perennial. Yeah, it's a perennial, because I just don't know if it's going to survive here, but pretty sure it's a perennial. It's dry, not roasted. Last 7 years. Cool. I grew food to anger, frustrate, curse, and scream at. Then film anything that grows when it can calm down. It looked like I have a bad facial sunburn. The garlic is coming up nicely. Nice. I got some from Angie. Actually, she sent me a few garlic seeds. And I planted a few ones today. I'm going to need to plant a few more tomorrow. I'm just hoping that one of them grows. And to be honest, I plant a bunch of onions, chives, and garlic. And my favorite part about those plants is the green part. I take the greeny part, I dehydrate it, powder it up, and I put that on pretty much everything I cook. I'll even make some noodle soup every once in a while. I'll put some organic cayenne pepper and some of that powder. I know noodles is not necessarily the best thing, but when you're in a rush and don't know what to cook, it's still cool to have on hand sometimes. If I still have 3 or 4 pack, nice. Yeah, because we usually get the bulbs, we plant the bulb, and it grows back. But I'm guessing when we get the bulbs, they're okay. So I get my answer here. Hardneck garlic produce seeds. So what would these be? Would they be seeds or actually like little tiny bulbs? They look like bulbs to me, but they're they're probably biannual, just like carrots and onions and all those plants. Pest repellent, nice. That's one of the reasons why I plant mint. Planted 180 garlic, four different types. Nothing has come up yet for me. It will. Give it time. It will. Sorry about that. That looks like a mixed bag of little planter bulbs or stage 2 seeds. So it was, the name is from a Quebec company called Terre Promise, so Promised Land. And the type of seeds, that's the name. Des Jésuites, Terre Promise. So I don't know. It could be hard to see with the light. But anyway, I'll try. I'll see what happens. It's actually pretty cool. I have a bunch of things here. I have so much seeds. I don't even know what it is. Nasturtium mix. See, I just found those. I have some. Those are seeds from. I keep forgetting who actually sent those to me. They're spaghetti, pumpkin king squash, or it's an hybrid between king pumpkins and spaghetti squash. Spaghetti king squash, or something like that. Anyway, those are pretty cool seeds. Now, I don't know if I plant these, what's going to happen. But hopefully I can keep the breed going. I know I mail out seeds banks to dump supply. Nothing worse than 3 more year old seeds. Not for me. 200 seed packets, about 175 are 2024, 50 are 2023. That's good to know. But I don't mind. I have a bunch of seeds here that I keep them in a cool, dry place. And I still have some success with them. I don't want to plant seeds. I don't want to have to buy seeds every year. Plant them in the fall, just a bit before frost starts coming. I have about 100 hardneck seeds, and mine look way, way smaller, similar in size to a large teardrop. Okay, cool. Follow-up question: are you planting hardneck or softneck? I have a bunch of cool seeds here. Goji berry. This one here. Place plastic bag with seeds and soil in the refrigerator, preferably in a veggie crisper. Inspect. Yeah. This one here as well is one that I wanna try. But then again, I might be able to find some. I also have Anything interesting here? Mouse melon seeds. Gete okosomin squash. So these are the mouse melons. So they're like cucamelon. This one pretty much everyone knows. It was for a fundraiser for any Back to Basics Homestead. School fundraiser where you could buy seeds. So, it was a no-brainer that I was going to buy some. It's not like I hate buying seeds. I also got thyme. Sweet pepper lipstick. This is one I like very much. And I also received a free one. It's always cool when you receive a free pack of seeds. Now, this one here says that it was for 2023, so that's probably why they're giving it for free. But, Delicata squash, they look pretty awesome. So there's about 45 seeds. I don't know if it makes sense. Yeah. And out of those 45 seeds, if I get half of them germinating, I'll be happy. And I can try to keep some seeds for next year. And yeah, I keep finding seeds whenever I look somewhere. So hardneck, one summer, one winter. Can't wait to see. Okay, they should do fine then. Not sure why yours don't want to come up. It was hardneck. Are basically for cold climates. Softneck are basically for warmer climates. Cool. See, we learn every day. So hardneck has a stiffer stem core and will produce a little curvy tail that turn to flower and will make seeds. Softneck is the stuff you find in the stores. Sorry. They found a coffee can of 20 years old seeds, planting small rows to see what germinates. Well, you know what? According to what I read online, these squash, from what I understand, they found seeds that were 800 years old, and apparently they were able to make them germinate. I don't know if it's true or not. It seems pretty long time to me, but then again, I've seen some worse, weirder things. Yeah, keep us posted. Make a video on that, Dave. Was there anything else I wanted to talk about? I'll have that seed company reaching out to me. They should be sending me seeds soon. I will make a cut on those seeds and give you guys a discount if you want to buy those seeds. I will have a mushroom growing kit, which is pretty awesome. There's a lot of stuff happening right now that might help me on the long run. For those of you who live near Ontario, on May 4th, there's the Eastern Ontario Homesteaders Conference, which is pretty nice. This will be the third year they have it, and third year I go. I usually go and meet my friends from over there, like Thorhaven Farm, Little Homestead by the Beach, Back to Basics Homestead, T-Han 141, Tracy's going to be there. Dave Knight is there. Jane will be there as well. Mike and Angie from New Acres. Patrick Cost is there as well. Last couple of years, Lynn from Bucket List Homestead was there. I don't think she can make it this year. Same for Chris and Steph from Hickory Croft Farm. But Hickory Croft Farm is not a big detour for us to go on Sunday. So usually, the last 2 years, we took a little detour to go there on Sunday and go visit them. They always have different stuff to show us, and it's always pretty cool. So, we enjoy it, and like I said, it's not a really huge detour. It's funny that regardless of hard or soft neck, you still plant them both in fall right before your first frost date or winter start. That's pretty weird. Watch many videos on growing garlic, all the same stuff. Split the cluster up, plant the bulb root side down in fall, water in, then forget about them basically till spring. Would you harvest them? I've never grown garlic at all. So do you harvest them in the spring, or you would harvest them the following, like a year later in the fall? If you have extra canned, can you grow one of those plant for me, and I'll trade you for one of my old odd seed kinds. Are you talking about the squash here? It says there's only 10 seeds in there. So my goal is to try to have as much germinating growing as possible, so that next year I might have some seeds to share with people. I'm not saying no, but it was $14 for 10 seeds. We'll talk about it later. We'll see about that. I'm not saying no. It's just harvest midsummer. Okay, cool. So considering for us, it would probably be around mid-August, end of August. Getting my van ready for the season. Awesome. Yeah, I have all kind of rare seeds. I have some too. Some I don't even know what they are. I have one of the bin container I have that I love is it has a bunch of fruit trees in it, where I have I have the sumac, I have some elderberries, I have some eyebush cranberries. I even have different kind of strawberry seeds, pine berries, and things like that. Those are pretty cool, but I was never able to find the right information. I might end up losing them before I actually plant them, so I'm gonna have to get to that soon. Or if you want them bigger, you can slightly top them and hope for a bigger bulb. Okay, yeah, they are very expensive. It's especially the shipping. I must harvest in summer. Okay. Don't need it this year. I have so many, but that would be awesome. Yeah, my goal is to keep some seeds so that I can share next year, definitely. Acapulco Gold. Cool. Never heard of it either. Never heard of it. So this weekend is Easter. I don't know what that means for any of you, but we'll have a nice supper with the kids and the family, my mother and my brother and the nieces, sister-in-law. I don't know what I was going to talk about. I felt like I had a bunch of stuff to talk about before the live stream, and then I just talked about it already. Yeah, I have to make sure it doesn't cross-pollinate, and that's why I want to grow it here in my greenhouse. So that way it could still cross-pollinate, but chances are that it would not. Because if I plant them at the community garden, that's where it would have more success. But everyone's growing squash or zucchinis or pumpkins, and it would definitely cross-pollinate. But if I put it in my greenhouse, it should be fine. Hand pollinate it. It should be fine in the greenhouse. I don't intend on planting pumpkins. Not here anyway. I might be planting some at the community garden, like I said, but not here. I'm working on a yard revamp, lots to tear apart, dig up, relocate, and rebuild. 3-month project in the making for sure. Yeah. I also have a bunch of plans like that. I want to undo the small chicken coop I have in my garage. but I might have to keep the wood to solidify the beams that I have there holding my balcony together, because it got wet. Um, there's no mold on them, but there is mold on the wall in the corner. But I don't think that that would make a huge difference in terms of how strong it stays, because it's not a part of the wall that's actually holding anything. It's just a few boards. But I want to redo this coop, remove it actually, and put the rabbits in there, because I have some rabbits outside in the winter. Um, they're safe from the wind. They're usually safe from the snow, unless like we have this huge, really huge, big storms, which we didn't have this year. But last year there was a couple of times where the snow was going on top of their hutch, and I had to go early in the morning to shovel it up just to make sure they were fine. They were, because they eat the snow, so they can eat the snow and be fine. But if I have them in my garage, it's even safer for them, better for them. They'll have a better place. Even if they chew the boards on top, it's not going to rain on them. Yeah, I know, but in my greenhouse, they should be fine. Might have a few mice in there, but hopefully my cat will take care of that problem in the spring when he decides to go outside. He was really anxious to go outside when he was younger, but now for some reason, like I'm not saying he's scared, but he doesn't necessarily want to go. We opened the door for him and he doesn't want to go. But my daughter started bringing him outside once in a while when it's nice. Hello, Helpy. Thank you so much for stopping by. So he goes out with my daughter, goes around a little bit, goes for a small walk with the kids. But as soon as the kids come back in, he goes to the first step, goes up the stairs, and lays down in front of the door, and could stay there for like 15 minutes, but then he's trying to get back inside. In the greenhouse, just hand pollinate. I wanted to make sure my plants pollinated, so I hand pollinated the easy ones. Yeah, and squash are pretty easy to pollinate. But I have so much bees here that I don't think it could be a problem. Although, if they pollinate from one plant to another. My main goal for the summer is, first of all, I want to fix the apple tree that I have back there. For some reason, for the last 2 years, I don't know if it's because of the weather or because of a fungus, but the apples start growing and then they become brown, mushy, and they just fall off. And I have some other apples around here that are not doing that. So I don't think it's weather related. Well, I've been on for pretty much 2 hours. I want to thank everyone for being here. Stay tuned, because I will have some videos coming out about seeds. That will be, what's the word? I'm not really going to sell seeds for them, but I'm going to be promoting seeds and make a cut. So I will be an influencer, I guess, for that company. And there are different ways you can support my channel. For those of you who will just see the end of the channel, I know everyone here has a YouTube channel and you already know how it's working. Thumbs up, sharing, commenting. Those all help. If you click on my Amazon link down below and you buy something, it's not going to cost you anything more, but it will help me on the long run. Just let the ads play if you're not in a rush to see the video. put it on, go do your grocery, come back. It's still helping me. Even like I won't be angry if you don't watch every single one of my videos. But for people, especially people in the family, you can put it on and go do something else if you don't want to watch. Cats get attacked and hit by cars and get injured, and cat lost if they are chased and get lice from the grass and stuff. Yeah, but I would keep the cat inside if it wasn't for claws. But now in New Brunswick, it's illegal to remove the claws, and I mean the cat is just going to destroy everything here. And I got the cat for the sole purpose of eating all the mice. So if he doesn't go outside, he can't live here. That's his job. See the video. All right. Well, I'll let you guys go. Thank you so much for stopping by once again. And see you next time. I should probably go on Sunday morning. I always get a different crowd, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I'll see you again. And thank you so much for supporting me. It's like that in Ontario. It's like cutting off a human hand. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't feel like the cats are hurt that much. I mean, we remove their balls. We don't do that to humans. If I was a cat, I'd rather lose my nails than my balls. Just saying. Have a great night and happy Easter for sure. Enjoy, stay safe. See you later.